Jane Monreal. We want to get right to our top story tonight. Gaston County Police investigating after a fire as well as a shooting. Yesterday, the Gastonia Regional Response Team and the Gaston County Sheriff's Office were called out for an involuntary mental commitment and domestic violence protection order. This happened on the 200 block of Brentwood Lane in Stanley. That's not too far from Dallas Stanley Highway and Lineberger Road. Deputies had warrants for Russell Blackney for charges including false imprisonment, assault by pointing a gun, and possession of a firearm by a felon. Negotiators spent the night trying to get him to surrender. Police tell us 2 children were inside the home, and around 3:30 that house caught fire. Police had burst into the house and they did get the children out. We have reached out to Gaston County Police for further details. Today, loved ones coming together to say their final goodbyes to 19-year-old Jakari Anderson. His funeral was held this afternoon at the Memorial Missionary Baptist Church on Nevin Road. He died after an argument with a co-worker at a Wendy's earlier this month. Now, 21-year-old Christopher Franks is in jail, charged with his murder. New data shows several improvements for the Sugar Creek Road area. It's one of the city's corridors of opportunity, and they've been working for years to find ways to revitalize the area. WCNC Charlotte's Tradisha Woodard shows us their progress.
The city of Charlotte is continuing to make changes in the Sugar Creek area.
Getting rid of some of the hotel uses and changing that into housing. Providing more support for businesses and people who want to grow their small businesses.
They say they've also improved public safety throughout the area, all in efforts of combating crime, with data showing lots of improvements.
We've seen great progress.
This crime data from CMPD shows the number of reported incidents in the Sugar Creek area for the past 3 years, with the number of incidents trickling downward every year. It's a trend the city of Charlotte is hoping will continue as they work to make even more changes, tackling the needs of Sugar Creek and getting businesses on board too.
Have businesses that install cameras on their property that tie into our 911 system so that if someone calls 911 and there's a crime happening on the site, then CMPD can dial into that business and that camera and see immediately what's going on.
They're also seeing new investors showing interest in Sugar Creek who are looking to bring even more affordable housing. They say the collaboration is the bread and butter towards breathing new life into the area.
A lot of exciting stuff's happening.
Tradisha Woodard, WCNC Charlotte.
Time now for a check of our weather. A gorgeous day. KJ, this is just the kind of weather you just want it to continue on and on.
That's right, Jane. Outside is the place to be on a day like today, kicking off the weekend with gorgeous blue skies all across the Carolinas today, and a beautiful day to be in the mountains. Notice we're starting to see the colors reaching peak foliage, especially in the high country, and that color is really starting to trickle down into parts of the metro and east of the metro. So here's a live look right now from Louisville. Our camera in Anson County is not all green anymore. You can start to see some of that color filtering in. It's not everywhere. It's not going to be widespread for a couple more weeks, perhaps another 2 to 3 weeks. Nonetheless, we are starting to see fall showing up across many other areas outside of the mountains. And we're seeing some pleasant temperatures out there at 6 p.m. Notice we're in the 60s and low 70s, nice and dry and comfortable. What a contrast from yesterday. We had the showers and thunderstorms. Not the case for this evening, so carry on with those evening plans. By 7, 8, 9 o'clock, we're going to stay dry, guys. We'll have temperatures cooling down, so grab a light coat as you head out for this evening because it's going to get a little cooler out there, but it's not going to be dramatically cold, but I do want you to stay comfortable. Here's a look overnight. Temperatures will be in the 40s and low 50s, so it'll be a cool start to your day tomorrow. We'll have a light breeze out there, and we'll start off with clear skies. Now, the clear skies early on for your Sunday will transition very well into sunny skies. By midday, we'll come in with temperatures in the mid-60s, so still a touch of coolness in the air. But notice what's going to happen as we move into, say, 3, 4 o'clock. Temperatures will warm up to around 70, a little breezy at times, but we'll have gorgeous weather from start to finish. If you do have plans for the mountains for the next 2 days, perhaps Sunday will be a gorgeous day to do some leaf peeping. We'll have temperatures in the mid-50s. It'll be a cool start, but even colder by Monday morning, so you'll need to pull out the sweaters, perhaps even the jackets moving into your Monday morning and will only warm up into the low 60s. A weekend at the Carolina Balloon Fest. This is in Statesville. I went out there today. A beautiful day. It was a little chilly early on. It'll be the same for Sunday morning. By 1 p.m., 66. By 4 o'clock into the afternoon, we'll be closer to 70 up in Statesville for tomorrow. Here's the Guy Roof and 7-day forecast. The biggest takeaways from the 7-day forecast: over the next couple of mornings, temperatures will be in the mid to upper 30s, but by Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, that's the warming trend. We're going to see these temperatures warming up closer to 80 by later next week. Jane?
So crazy. It gets that warm still late October. Also a great day today in Mooresville. That's where people gathered for a fun fall festival. The event geared towards bringing families in the area closer together. Cairo Life Wellness Center organized the event at their new location on Charleston Drive. The festival including food, games, and attractions, all for the family. The goal, aiming to attract diverse community members.
You know, wellness can mean a million different things. So our goal here too is, what does wellness mean for you, right? Not just what does it mean for us. So we try to bring in everybody and do the best we can to support our community that way.
I want where I live to be an inviting place. I want everyone to feel included and have inclusivity for every type of person and every age and everything.
The Fall Festival comes on the heels of the town's first ever Pride Parade, an event that was met with some pushback, but ultimately went off successfully. The town of Pineville is celebrating 150 years today. Festivities kicked off at 10 this morning with raffles, fall activities, as well as a fireworks display. That's planned for after dark. It's all happening at Jack D. Hughes Park on Main Street. Bright and early this morning, runners and walkers took over Charlotte Douglas International Airport. They were there for the Runway 5K. As the name suggests, the unique race happens entirely on the airport's runways and taxiways, but the event is about more than just getting good exercise.
This is the 16th annual Runway 5K. We started it as just a little operational thing for folks here at the airport, and it's grown over the years. We've had various beneficiaries over the years, but this is the 5th year now that CPCC Opportunity Scholarships have been the beneficiary.
And he did just hint that proceeds for today's race will fund scholarships through Central Piedmont Community College. That money will help students pursue careers in aviation opportunities around Charlotte. More than 1,600 people participated in today's event. Over at the Old Mecklenburg Brewery and Beer Garden, volunteers were also walking to raise money for a good cause. The Foundation Fighting Blindness held what they call the Vision Walk. The organization hopes to help provide prevention, treatment, and cures for several eye diseases that are potentially blinding.
Low vision community in Charlotte is small, and every year we get new people coming out, so it's growing. But these types of events raise a ton of awareness. You know, and my son's 4, who was born completely blind, and just getting these events out there, getting more people involved.
Event organizers set a fundraising goal of $145,000. And since we last checked, the Vision Walk has already raised nearly $100,000. If you'd like to donate, just look for that orange button on the homepage of fightingblindness.org. Tonight, Uptown Charlotte is filled with excitement, if not right now. Charlotte FC taking on Inter Miami and soccer star Lionel Messi in a potential history-making match. Tens of thousands of fans filling up Bank of America Stadium at this moment, and that's where we find WCNC Charlotte's Lexi Wilson out there live. How's it going, Lex?
Well, the fans are ready. I'm ready. I even have on some of my gear tonight. But that game just started, but there are still some folks that are trickling in. But the big question tonight is Charlotte FC, will they make it into the playoffs? Well, we'll wait to find that out. But what's also getting people excited is Messi, as you mentioned, the superstar player with Inter Miami tonight. The soccer community here just loves him, so fans say this is going to be a tough balance. Rooting for Charlotte FC and then showing their love for Messi. His name alone is bringing higher ticket prices, people spending a couple $100 for the match tonight. Now, Charlotte FC is one of 5 teams hoping to get into the playoffs in the Eastern Conference, so this weekend is win or go home. Here's what some fans had to say.
I'm cheering for a good game. Of course, I want to see Messi, do well, but overall, I want to see Charlotte FC come in the end. So it's going to be fun just to see a legend like that. But in the end, we're Charlotte FC fans all the way.
Yeah, definitely some excitement there. People are excited to see Messi in the Queen City. Now again, Bank of America is packed tonight, and we'll continue to follow the game and bring you those results. Reporting live in Uptown for WCNC Charlotte, I'm Lexi Wilson.
What do you call that scarf thing, Lex, that you're wearing?
I'm not like crazy soccer fan, so I don't know what it's called, but I do have one. Yes, I had to represent tonight.
Absolutely. No, you look like you fit in. Cheer for Charlotte FC. Should be a great time.
Yes, definitely.
All right, we'll see you later tonight with the big party. A big night at the bank tonight, obviously. Charlotte FC hosting Mr. Messi and Inter Miami. Great weather for them too, right? For Charlotte, a playoff spot is on the line. The team must win, and after that, they also needed some outside help. So to break it down, we have our sports director, Nick Carboni, as well as team radio analyst, Jessica Sharman.
How does this team overcome that draw and the disappointment that we all feel from it and go out and get a W Saturday night against Miami?
Look, it's always going to be tough, right? Mentally, it's difficult to respond to that adversity, particularly the nature of how it happened with gaining the lead twice and then being cut back in a way that has become a familiar scenario this season, dropping points late in matches. That being said, these are professional football players for Charlotte FC who know what is on the line. We know there's incredible quality within this roster. We also know we're going to get players returning back in full strength. And most importantly, I think the fact this match is at home is absolutely huge. You and I have both spent time in Bank of America Stadium. We know what an advantage we can have when the crowd is in full swing of things.
It's going to be an electric atmosphere. Playoffs are on the line. Then you mix in the Messi effect. What do you think it's going to be like for folks to see him play in Charlotte? And how does Charlotte FC handle him on the pitch?
Ooh, you're asking me the big questions. That's a difficult one because there's a reason why Messi has this reputation, right? He's the GOAT, the greatest of all time, the best soccer player in the world, and he's still in incredible form in his career. It's been interesting to listen to the different narratives about how much of a role Lionel Messi is going to feature in this match. He's come out very clear that he wants to play in this game. His coaching staff have said he'll be traveling to Charlotte. Minutes may have to be managed, but as we've seen with Lionel Messi in MLS, it only takes 10-15 minutes for him to have an impact. Charlotte FC struggled against Messi in that Leagues Cup 4-0 defeat. They'll have learned a lot from that experience about how they have to track his movement, but how he also creates space for other players. Let's be honest, it's a dream come true for so many people that are soccer fans to get to watch him play, to see him in person. It's an honor, but it'll be an even bigger honor if Charlotte FC is able to take care of business and prevent him having an impact in this match.
Always an honor to talk to Jess Sharman. You can watch our entire conversation on the WCNC Charlotte YouTube page. Thanks, Jess.
Thank you.
You've been to a Charlotte FC game?
Oh, yes.
What do you say when we win or when we score a goal?
Goal?
Oh, that's it.
Score, I don't know.
Yay. Okay. Well, what can the people enjoy out there at Bank of America Stadium?
I'm sure they say something else. I don't know. I don't remember.
Yeah,
I just kind of follow the lead of the other fans. But yeah, it's a really good time out there, especially if they do get a goal.
My gosh.
But looking at some beautiful weather nonetheless for tonight's game. Clear skies. It will be a little cool out there. And also the next couple of days, James. I do think mornings will get cooler, but days will get warmer.
All right, enjoy tonight. We will definitely have much more in Charlotte FC tonight after Saturday night college football on WCNC Charlotte. Thanks for watching. Good night.
Fever. Many who were there when the war started.
My apartment was only like 30 minutes away from what was going on around the Gaza Strip. Sirens were going off and everyone was telling me to get to safety.
Caldwell says she went 45 minutes away to one of her teammates' homes to get to safety and spent another 5 days looking for a way back home.
This laid a little heavy on my mind when you think